Well, the Seattle Seahawks have a big game tomorrow at 10 a.m. against the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be probably the biggest game of the season so far. Obviously, the Lions game was pretty big too as far as seeding goes. But this is the game that you look at as a Seahawks fan and you say, if we win this game, we are going to be considered Super Bowl contenders. Whereas if we lose, we're going to be considered a wild card team. Like, the Ravens are the top dogs right now. They are leading their division. They are a half a game better than we are. They're 6-2. We are 5-2. So this is very close. And people are gonna say the Ravens. I mean, I think the Ravens might get us. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think the Ravens might get us. But I'm not gonna be mad if they do because they're a really good team. But here are the keys to victory for the Seahawks. This is a very quick pregame. Drew and I have been pretty busy. I apologize for that, but I want to give my quick pregame thoughts. What are the 3 keys to victory for the Seahawks to beat the Baltimore Ravens? Number 1, get the receivers the football. DK, Tyler, Jackson Smith, Njigma. These are receivers who are competent, capable. They can make good catches. DK gets open very easily. Tyler, master at making difficult catches. And JXN and Jake Bobo. Get the receivers the football on offense. No, don't bother doing screenplays, okay? Don't waste your time running the ball on second and long, right? Throw the ball. And Gino, be accurate, okay? You're throwing to our receivers. You're not throwing to their cornerbacks. You're not throwing to their safeties. Get our receivers the football. Get into the end zone. Throw some touchdown passes. And don't throw an interception. You've thrown 2 picks each of the past 3 games. It's got to stop. If you throw 2 picks against the Ravens, you're going to lose. Point blank. You can beat the Cardinals throwing 2 picks because it's the Cardinals. You can't beat the Ravens if you throw 2 picks. That's not how the NFL works. So that's step 1, is get the ball to our receivers and don't turn it over. Step 2 to victory. And this is a key one. Make the right adjustments. Baltimore is a team with a plan. They are a well-coached team. John Harbaugh knows what he's doing. Okay? He knows what he's doing. And these players on the Ravens, they know what they're doing. Lamar Jackson, great player. Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, Roquan Smith on defense. This is a really solid team. Do not let them beat you down and then keep beating you down. It's okay if they beat you on a couple drives. That's going to happen. They're a really good football team. When it comes to halftime, if you're losing, or if you're winning but only by a little bit, coaching staff, make the adjustments. If they're stopping our run game, start throwing the ball more. If they're shutting down Geno, start running the ball more. If they are doing really well rushing the ball, stack the box up front. If Lamar Jackson's throwing all over us, go into man coverage and start shutting down their receivers. Like, make the right adjustments at half. Seattle, I've said this before, we're a team that doesn't adjust very well. But if we want to beat the Ravens, we have to be able to make those adjustments. And step number 3, and this is the big one. Step number 3, keep Lamar in check. Lamar Jackson is a fantastic quarterback. He's a better quarterback than Geno. He is the most talented quarterback we've played all season. You know, Jared Goff is good, and he's having a great year. All respect to Jared Goff. Lamar's more talented than Jared Goff. He just is. Like, he's a better athlete, better runner, better playmaker. He's more talented. He has an MVP. And so you need to make sure Lamar doesn't go off, because we've seen Lamar go off. He went off against the Lions. He lost 38-6. Can't do that. Learn from how you shut down similar style quarterbacks in the past. Pull up your plan against Kyler Murray. Pull up your plan against even a guy like Joshua Dobbs 2 weeks ago, who's kind of similar in some ways as far as game style to Lamar, but just a much, much worse version of him. Pull up your plans from 3 years ago when you played Lamar in 2019 and you lost that game by a field goal. At home, you lost that game by a field goal. I remember that game 3 years ago, I think. Russell Wilson against Lamar. That was the Lamar MVP year. Pull up the numbers from that game. Look at the film. Watch the tape. And get a plan to shut down Lamar. I'm not saying you have to hold Lamar to 100 yards, to 150 yards, but keep him at about 250. Keep him to 2 touchdowns. I think you win the game. The Ravens have a good defense. So do we. So ultimately, my prediction is this is going to be kind of a lower scoring game. I am actually going to predict the Ravens' victory, though. Because as much as I love the Seahawks, I think the advantage is at quarterback. I think Baltimore has a slight advantage in coaching. I think their defense is a little bit better as a whole, and I think their O-line is a little bit better as a whole. So ultimately, I'm giving this game to Baltimore. I think it's a close game. I'm going to go first quarter. Seattle gets a touchdown. And Baltimore kicks a field goal, so we'll get 7-3. Second quarter, Baltimore gets on the board with a touchdown and a field goal. Seattle kicks a field goal as well. And all of a sudden, it is 13-10 Ravens at halftime. Third quarter, Seattle with another field goal to tie it, and Baltimore then kicks another field goal, 16-13. And then in the fourth quarter, the Ravens, with a nail-in-the-coffin touchdown, make it 23-13. Geno turns the ball over. Ravens kick another field goal to get to 26. And Seattle gets a touchdown, makes it 26-20. Tries to go for an onside kick because there's not much time left. We do not get the onside kick, and that is my final score prediction. Ravens 26, Seattle 20. That is my official score. Lock it in, and I hope I'm wrong. As a Seahawks fan, I hope I'm wrong. I hate to pick against my own team, but this is one of those games where I'm not sure if it's going to happen for us. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. What do you think the game's going to go? Do you think we will win? What are your keys to victory? Do you agree with my prediction? Sound off in the comments down below. We'll have your responses. This is the NW Sportscast. Let's get it.